it's Anna. I know you're busy being debriefed in Washington. I just wanted to talk because I miss talking. You know, we went years without speaking because we thought you were gone. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm really glad you're back from the dead.
Looks like he's not the only one.
I'll call you back.
You thought you were clever lying to me? Feeding me with lies that could have been my undoing? But do you know what, pal? They got on to you. Lying to me was a mistake.
You got exactly what you deserved.
And you will get it too.
Quartermain? My God, I haven't seen you since you were a teenager.
It's nice to see you too, Anna. Sorry it's under these circumstances.
Well, yeah. I thought you were dead.
What's that old saying? Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Paul McCartney, right?
Mark Twain.
Ah, good to know. From what I hear, you were dead too. Seems like all the best ones come back, right?
Well, in your case, looks like Mr. Quartermain here had some pending charges at the time of his supposed death. Kidnapping, fraud, and attempted murder.
Ooh, you've been a busy boy. Has he been read his rights?
Yeah, yes.
Let him have a phone call and book him. Settle in, AJ. A lot of questions for you.
Wait. Nothing happens to my father without me.
Obviously, we're gonna have a little talk here.
Go to hell.
Okay. That's the way you want to play. Remember Ankara, where I found you rotting in a prison? Do you? Do you remember the smell? The filth? The beating? Do you remember that? I liberated you. I brought you here. I helped you out. Brought you here to live out your life, to heal in the Alps, Alpine lakes, meadows, and what the hell have you?
With the electric fences and guards, I came from one prison to another.
Okay, you want to go back? That's fine with me. It's just a word. You want to go back? I'll be happy to return you to your minders in Turkey. No? Well, I thought so. Remember, you came here by choice, Duke.
Ankara, or you? Some choice.
You opted to remain here in my care, and all I ever asked for was a little conversation.
I told you the story of my life. I told you everything. I told you my life before Anna. I told you my life with Anna. I've given you everything that you asked for.
Yeah, and then some. I was disgusted to realize that one of the memories you told me was a lie. A very important one, too.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean, you lied. That's what I mean. All the trust there ever were between you and I are gone, and you caused me a major setback, and for that, you are gonna suffer so bad. Smoke? Before you meet your maker?
I'm not about to start now. So, things aren't going according to plan in Port Charles. My friends haven't accepted the circumstances surrounding my return.
Oh, on the contrary. They've been very receptive in Port Charles. Anna especially. You see, like most people, Anna would rather live with a little inconsistency than end up disillusioned. I've been quite convincing.
Now, what are you doing here? You've been caught, haven't you? I knew it. With the right well-placed lie, I knew Anna would figure you out.
Yeah, but she hasn't. See, all Anna sees when she looks at me is a man that loves her. A man she loves in return.
If your masquerade is successful, then What are you doing here?
Well, someone did see through the mask, but that's only a minor problem. She's in no position to tell Anna, and neither are you.
Michael, I understand your concern, but I think it's best you just go home, let us do our job, all right?
Not until he's talked to a lawyer.
Look, Michael, we're going to handle this by the book. You do not need to stay here.
I can keep him company.
Please.
Thank you, son.
Look, my advice, don't say anything without a lawyer. Monica said she called, so I'm sure they're on their way.
Okay.
The lawyer hasn't shown up. I'm going to put a call into Alexis.
Alexis Davis. Christina's mother? Come on.
Right, who you kidnapped. That would be a conflict of interest. But look, maybe she'll take your case on just for one night, though, through the arraignment.
So, do you have any idea how AJ walked away from his own death?
No, he's not talking. But from what I saw at the Quartermain house, I think his mother's behind it.
Well, I understand her motivation, but she'll have to be brought in for questioning. So, look, is this accurate that he kidnapped 3 children?
Michael, is Alexis still Sonny's attorney?
She quit for a while, but she's back.
Oh, I mean, look, even if she would take my case for one day, Sonny's not going to go for that. He can't stand me.
Nothing.
Farewell, Faison. I wish you all the luck in the world, although I know you're doomed to failure.
Don't tell Anna that when I'm lying in her bed.
Oh, you must know how futile this whole thing is. What else can I expect from some clown who runs around in a doublet mask?
If you think I'm such a clown, how come my plan is working?
Do you forget? Anna's a detective at heart. Pretty soon she'll see through that rubbery mask, and she'll see very clearly the Euro trash that's squirming underneath. Especially if you continue to get the details wrong. Do you think I've supplied you with just one false memory?
Any more false memories would be very dangerous for you.
I've always lived on the edge of a knife. Now it's your turn. When Anna finds out you've been manipulating her so you can crawl your way into her bed and into her heart, I don't even want to think what she's gonna do to you. So you go ahead. You go ahead. You kill me. I'll die satisfied, knowing you will follow me shortly. Courtesy of the woman that we both love.
Michael, let me talk to you. Listen, AJ still has outstanding charges for kidnapping you, Morgan, and Christina, and then it gets pretty grim. He fakes your death and takes you out of the country. What father does that?
He's still entitled to a lawyer.
Okay, then he can have a public defender. You don't need to be involved in this.
I am involved in this.
Why? Because he's your biological father, you think you have some kind of obligation?
It's not that simple.
It is that simple, Michael. He's a criminal. He should be put away for the rest of his life.
It's easy for you to say you've never been locked up.
He shot his own father in the back.
Yeah,
That's
your
attempted
father
murder.
shot you. Or have you forgotten?
This guy. Okay, you don't owe him your sympathy or anything else.
Hey, detective.
What?
You go ahead and do your job, but you lay off my son. It's none of your business.
The hell it isn't.
What right do you have to get involved in my family's affairs?
Actually, Michael's my family, too.
He's my brother.
Your brother? Oh, how?
Well, not that it's any of your business, but we have the same father. Sonny Corinthos.
Does that gangster manage to get his son in the police force? I mean, no wonder you're all trying to turn my son against me. It's become like a family crusade with you.
Oh, no, I think we're just dealing with the facts.
Oh, the facts. So,
Yeah.
so you know, you're privy to my file, right?
Yeah.
Did it say anything about the time that Sonny hung me up on a meat hook? Or how about the time that he threatened to kill me if I didn't sign over my rights to my son? Or how about the time that he locked me in a room with a bottle of vodka to torture me until I fell off the wagon? Commissioner, let me ask you something. How does that jive with your sense of right and wrong?
Well, I don't give credence to any accusations without corroborating evidence, just quite
Oh,
frankly.
no, that makes sense. Well, why don't we ask the detective here? I mean, I'm sure you're pretty aware of what your father's capable of, right? Or better yet, you know, let's ask Michael, because he grew up watching Sonny and his strong-arm tactics.
Stop talking and wait.
No, listen, you need to understand this. You need to know who the man is that you were raised to respect and love. The man that your mother wanted to replace me with.
Well, Sonny may have his faults, but I don't think he kidnapped any children.
What did you just say? That's exactly what he did. He forcibly took my son from me.
Have you got any proof?
Proof with Sonny. Right, yeah. It's funny how that always seems to get whitewashed, huh? Let me ask you a question. Do you even have a file on him? Hey, Commissioner, you think it's possible that your honorably decorated detective here may have, I don't know, expunged it?
If you're gonna kill me, you better aim higher.
I think I will give you the gift of life for now.
I need to send you a thank you note.
I've not invested significant time and energy perfecting your face, your voice, your fingerprints, just to see it all go to waste. Now at the verge of reaching my goal.
Anna is never going to fall for you.
Is that so? Look at this. Listen.
Oh, hey, Duke. It's Anna. I know you're busy being debriefed in Washington. I just wanted to talk because I miss talking. You know, we went years without speaking because we thought you were gone. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm really glad you're back from the dead.
I think she's already fallen.
Not falling in love with you. She's rediscovering her love for me.
Yes, but now I'm you.
That's what you wish. You go ahead with your silly little plan. I shall stay here safe and sound, knowing that very soon Anna will discover your true nature.
But why would she? When she's having such a beautiful time. I mean, whenever we're together, we can't help reminisce.
Yes, with my memories.
Yeah, not to mention your face and your voice. We remembered our first meeting at the policeman's ball. What a magnificent sight. We were gliding across the dance floor, locked in each other's eyes. That was the first dance of many. Tango's always been my favorite. And that goes for Anna, too. I mean, she moved with such grace and precision, as if she was a tigress. And she still does. Just last night, we dusted off some old moves. She didn't miss a beat or a move. She even kissed me. So help me out, Duke. Does that sound like a woman who doesn't believe?
Dante, please. I want you to get one of your colleagues to process Mr. Quartermain and move him to his cell. Then I want you to take the rest of the night off.
Why would
I
I was the arresting
don't
officer
want
see
you
this
here
through?
when his attorney
Come on,
arrives. No, because of your relationship with Sonny, you're going to compromise the case. Just do it. Here. Thank you.
Come on, let's go.
I'll stay until the lawyer gets here.
If you need anything, you call me, okay?
Thank you for standing by me, Michael.
Let's go. Commissioner, there's a call for you on line 1.
Yeah.
Tracy Quartermain.
This is goodbye for now.
So, this is goodbye for now. You have to leave so soon. We don't want to continue our conversation. We don't want to ferret out more untruths and lies. Well, you heard Anna's message. I'm wanted back in Port Charles.
Sorry, Monica, but I don't really have a choice.
Not as sorry as I am.
I, for one, am devastated. Devastated.
Come on, but don't you worry, Monica. I'm going to take really good care of your house. Don't come back, y'all. You hear?